everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today is Thursday, maybe the 17th or something like that. It's Thursday, luck of the draw day. I'm so excited about that. I have just a few things I want to show you real quick. I am doing some like finished objects. This is basically what I want to show you. So I have the luck of the draw. The number picked this week. I haven't done it yet. I just got home from work like 5 minutes ago. And I'm so excited to do my video. And I had to run up here to get my luck of the draw stuff. And I wanted to really have it done before I put it in this video. But I'm up here. And so I'm just going to show you because I had to come up here to get it. So I'm just going to show you what I have. So Nan's Next Knots pulled the number for our luck of the draw 5. You guys were having fun already, and it's only week number 3. People are making some beautiful, gorgeous things. We have blankets. Jaxie from Creations by Jax, she's making a cardigan. It's a one-piece cardigan. So you start at a cuff and you work across. It sounds totally amazing, and I really want to maybe try that. But hers is turning out beautiful so far. Nan has done an alteration. Nan has done an alteration on hers. Normally it's like base color, color of the week, same base color, color of the week, same base color. But this blanket, she's doing 2 base colors. So she's doing base color A, color of the week, base color B, color of the week, base color A, color of the week. So I'm really excited to see how that one's going to turn out. I think we have another snake being made by Joe's Web. So that's also very interesting. And I am making a shawl, and it is a hexagon, 5, 6 sides, whatever that is. So this is week 1 was the blue. Week 2 is the yellow, and my basic color is the white. So all of the little like flowerish, whatever you want to call this, has a center. On mine it's the white. In the original pattern, they're all the same color, but that doesn't work for my luck of the draw. I had to have 2 colors for each week. So this is what I'm doing, and you actually put this together as you make it. The pattern is by Brianna K, and I totally love it. So the first, she uses a 1-weight yarn, so I had to adapt because I'm using a 4-weight yarn, but she uses a 1-weight yarn and triples it, which she shows you a really cool way to do that. But I will link it in the description box below. I have this backwards for you, so you're looking at the back. Sorry for you. I didn't mean to do that. So anyway, it starts like this. So you make, this is going to make up the one side. So my next color will go here, not like here. This is the bottom point, and then you add. She gives you a diagram and everything. Very cool, easy to follow tutorial. It has fringe if you so desire to put it on, which I think I'm really going to do. This is, I'm using Soft Touch and Tranquil and Karen Simply Soft. So it's all, this is big twist. And so it's all that real silky yarn. And so I think fringe out of that yarn would be really nice. It's all very drapey yarn. I'm loving it so far. So week number 1, week number 2, week number 3 will go here. And so I'll have the yellow center and green. So that's going to be nice. This is a Soft Touch yarn as well. And big twist, and it's called Spring Garden. So that's kind of what I wanted it to look like, was like a, you know, flowery spring garden. So having some green in there, I'm really going to love that. So I'm really liking this a whole ton. What do you think? So far, so good. And green will be next. I don't know that I'll show it to you until maybe next week after the draw is finished. We'll see. But it doesn't, this is really fast to make, to be honest with you. I'll be done with this in, you know, no time. So I have to take my little whip bag back downstairs with the stuff in it, and I might just throw together all the orange, all the centers. I know I'm going to need at least 20. I'm probably going to need more, but I'm going to make 20. That's what I keep saying. I'm going to make all 20 at one time, and then that's what I did the last look of the draw. When I did the Christmas blanket, I made the centers all at one time, and it worked out really, really well. So I think I will do that again this time. I just haven't set. I was going to do it last night because last night I was done. I had like no real projects left to go. I have my Tunisian for the month, but that's in my to-go bag that I take to work. If I finished it last night, then I would have nothing to put in my to-go bag, and I would have nothing to work on at work. So I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I have the activity ball for my great niece that goes with this blanket and the other finished project that I'm going to show you. I have that to work on. But honestly, I want to take it when we go on vacation and work on it there. So, and I was really comfy on my couch and didn't want to get up to get it. So I started another amigurumi, which I left downstairs. It's the cactus, really easy to make. I do not have a pot to put it in. So I might crochet one, and I might do that today. Or I'm going to the store, so if there's one at the store, I might just buy one. The pattern tells you to buy one, but that's for Amigurumi Wars, which is hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2022. That will be my third Ami this month when I complete that, and I will. I didn't have any polyfill ups downstairs in my living room because I brought it all up here where it belongs. That's the only problem. This is the third floor. When your whip or your next piece of what you want to make after you've been standing all day at work, you don't want to climb 3 flights of stairs to get to it. I need to get in better shape for that. But that is the case. I didn't work on that. So that's why I started the cactus, because I'm still thinking the activity ball. I didn't work on that. So I started the cactus, and it got to be bedtime. I was a little past bedtime when I had the sewed up, and then you need the polyfill and sew the bottom, and then you make a little heart or flower or something on it. So I'm to the point of making the flower and stuffing it, and the stuffing was up here, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And it's past my bedtime, so I gotta go to bed because I get up at 2. So I went to bed, and I will take polyfill down with me, and I will finish that pronto right after I finish my Nan's Next Knots. I am participating with Judy from Witch Piece Craft in her hashtag Rock 2022 AU. And this album, and I'm really, really bad with music. I love to listen to music. I like all kinds of music. I'm mostly like a classic rock kind of girl. Maybe some little hip hop, some rock and roll, good old fashioned rock and roll. But I will listen to country, not like real willingly, but I won't be like, oh my God, get that country off. If somebody's playing country, I would never like just tune to a country station. It's just not my music. My kids all listen to it, and so like I do listen to it with them, but I don't know any of the songs, or very few of them. So I stick to my to my good old rock and roll. But I do happen to know that this was the band, or the album is from the band Purple, and they played or made the song Smoke on the Water, which that one I do know. I can even play that on the guitar, at least the main bass part of it. The part that goes doom, doom, doom. I'm not going to sing for you. And that's the only thing I know about that whole group. And their album cover has a lot of black on it, and it had some fire, and it had some like oranges and reds in the fire, I think, and it had some bright pink. So I did this bright pink with the black around, and I don't know if it shows. Well, it's black, so I know it's hard to see the stitches, but now that might help getting it away from my black t-shirt. So I did the what is it? A Willow Square. And in my Willow Squares all in the past have been solid, and so I was like, oh, I don't know if I should go with a mixed color. But it's my blanket, I can do whatever I want. So I did. My color in the last album, the main color was blue. So I'm bringing the blue as the border, second border on this. All of my squares are going to be bordered in the cream after the main color. We're going to get a row of cream to add some continuity, and then a row of the previous color. So in the next square, whatever I decide to do with the next square, the second border on it is going to be this bright pink, because I love the bright pink. So that is my completed for this month. And that's a Willow Square. And the Willow Square that I use is from Crochet Rocks. And I just want to write this down. I have to write things down. All right. I forget. Brianna K. I gotta write her down too. And the shawl pattern is Easy Crochet, Stash Buster Easy Crochets Butterfly Shawl, something like that. But it's Brianna K. And it will be listed. Then I finished the baby blanket that I was making. And I did that 2-color granny. I want to make sure I'm showing you the right side. Yes, I am. I did the 2-color granny, and I used 1 pound Caron cake, or 1 pound, a Caron 1-pounder for the blue, and that color is called Robin Egg Blue. And apparently it was a discontinued color because they don't have it anymore. I've looked on Red Heart. I've looked, different. I looked at Hirschner's. I looked at Mary Maxim. Nobody has that color. I looked at Joann's and Michael's, and nobody has that color. It's not offered anywhere. Not like that it's out of stock. It's just not offered. So I think I probably picked it up on a clearance. I totally love the color and wish I could get another one, but I can't. C'est la vie. So I used the entire cake of that, and then the gray was, I don't have a ball band for this. I think this is that Dreamweaver yarn that I can get, and I had already broken into this. It was also like the 1 pound size, one of the mega ball big ones. And so I used it for something else. I think I finished my one look of the draw. The first look of the draw I did had a gray. My base color was gray, and I think I ran out of the gray that I was using, and I think I put this one in because it was like the same color, but it was not the same yarn. So anyway, this is what's still left of this gray. It's a really nice gray, but I don't have a name. Like I said, I think it's Dreamweaver yarn. So anyway, this is the now completed baby Afghan, and it is 45 inches square. So I think that's pretty big, pretty good size for a baby blanket. She'll be able to lay on it. They can wrap her up in it this winter or spring, on a chilly day, lay her in the grass on it, where she could play for a little while. They do like to be outdoors. So I think it'll be versatile, and her room is being done in teal and gray and baby sea creatures. So I think it'll fit in. And I'm real excited to have that done. I have some other stuff for the baby. I make, some amigurumis. And this is the baby blanket that goes with this big sister blanket that also needs a stuffed animal. I want to make a stuffed animal Lovey, like Rose from Rose Likes Crochet makes. And I know her pattern is from Zelda NRJ3. Rose shows them on her channel all the time though. And I don't want to just hand make the Lovey. I could do that for the baby, But I really like this because the older sister is 10. Maybe she doesn't want a blanket on her baby anymore, and she could take it off, and it could go on another stuffed animal for the baby. So I like that idea. So, and I went through, I have some stuffed animals other than my own elephants. I have some stuffed animals that I've purchased here and there for for the Loveys, but I don't have one that like matches those bright colors, so I need to get something else. I don't have any more of that bright colored yarn either. I mean, that was the gnome, and I have some bright colored yarns. I actually have some bright colored yarn scraps. Not enough for the whole blanket, but if I did, we'll have to see what animal I purchase. So anyway, I'm going to do that. And I wanted to talk to you. So this is where I was at yesterday. I'm keeping track of all of my projects in this book. And I started it after Christmas because at Christmas, and this happened like this Christmas that we just had, and it happened last year too. It's like Christmas came and all my stuff was done, gifts were given, and I really didn't have any projects at that time, which is why I got involved in so many cals last year, because I really didn't have anything to work on. I mean, I didn't have anything started, and so I'm like, oh, I'll join that cal, and then I didn't end up doing all the cals, but the same thing has happened this year. At the end of Christmas, I really didn't have any projects. So Christmas must be my cutoff date for my fiscal crochet year. So I started 17 projects so far this year. I have started 17, including the little cactus that is not finished. So as I'm going through what I'm doing, I just wanted to share this because I'm kind of proud of myself for this. The first one I put in the book was the Calming Comfort. Don't mind, my handwriting is sloppy, and I'm writing on the couch diagonally, and it's just not going well. But I can read it, and that's all that matters. Nobody else will ever really need to read this. But I started the Calming Comfy Afghan, which is actually this. I started that on 12/31, and I finished it on 1/28. So anytime I complete a project, I've been writing completed up, and I decided to turn the page corner up so that when I'm going through, I can easily say, oh, this page corner is not turned up. What is that project? Like the next one in the book, which happens to be project number 2, and it's the original baby blanket that I was going to make, which is still beautiful, and I still love it. I'm just not going to finish it. I know I'm not going to finish it. I got bored with it. It wasn't working up fast enough for me to not get bored with. So I think I'm going to frog it. I'm like 99% sure I'm going to frog it. And I might try it again with a bigger hook so that it'll work up faster. But I tried doing it, doubling the yarn and using a bigger hook, and it just lost a lot of the daintiness of it. But I'm hoping that if I don't double the yarn and use a bigger hook, that it'll drape a little better, because it's not as drapey as what I really wanted, and still have that dainty look to it. So I am going to try that. So in here, I'm going to write, which I haven't done yet, that I did try it double-stranded and didn't like the look of it at all. Oop, I got an alarm coming. There we go. And then I'm going to, try the bigger hook and see how I get with that. But I have to, I guess I have extra yarn. I could have just started with the bigger hook, and, but I was on Zoom with my Zoom ladies, and I need to read the tutorial to see, because I don't remember how many to chain and stuff like that to like start a test. Oh, actually, the second thing in the book is the activity ball, which I'm working on vacation, so I wasn't taking a lot of that with me. The third thing in the book is the crochet blanket. I started both of those on 12/20, right around Christmas time, when I was done with everything else. Then I have a completed the hot pad for the crochet calendar. So then the next thing, my item number 5, is a year-long calendar. That is this one, the hashtag Rock 2022 AU. So I turn the top part of the page down so that I'll instantly know, oh yeah, that's something I'm still working on and will be for a long time. So then if you look at my pages, all of them have folded up corners except for this next one, which is the newest luck of the draw. And that is item number 13. And then my item number 14 is the love bug that I completed. And the other thing that is not completed is my to-go bag full stitch Tunisian crochet. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have one project to frog, one project that's not completed, and that would be the activity ball. And the two, well, the to-go bag project, I mean, that's, I don't even hardly count that because that's just something to do at lunch. But the scrubby cactus that I started last night. So I'm like really excited about that, which is why I wanted to show you. I've completed, and some people say I should count each one of these as a completed, but I'm not going to. I mean, there's going to be 24 of them, which would really jump up my completes for the year, but it's not completed until it becomes the blanket in this case. I know it's a crochet along for the Tunisians, but I'm not doing the blanket, so each project I'm going to count because I'm making an actual project each time. Even if it's just a washcloth, it's going to be a new stitch, it's a new learning experience, so that's going to count as one project. And that's how I'm doing it. That's my own thing, and so, you know, that's how I'm going to do it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 completed projects. And today is like the 17th or something of February. So I'm pretty excited about that. And one of them's a blanket. So yay. And I worked in my yarn room and got that all done. And this studio, I think I'm going to call this the studio. I don't want to show it to you yet because it's not completely completed, but it's mostly completed. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the scraps, how I'm going to have those. I'm really kind of disappointed that I can't fit them downstairs. I can if I don't use the shelf that Amanda bought me. I could like do something different. I saw some different things that I could do. But Amanda will be so disappointed if I don't use the shelf she bought me. So I did watch some videos last night on what to do with your scraps. And blankets is like the big thing. Amigurumis. And then things, Ophelia had some good suggestions. Like for different, you know, blankets and how to put them together. I don't know that I want to do a blanket though, not with the 4-weight yarn. I might just really save it for amigurumis because I'm really getting into it and we're going to be doing them all year. But I have some blanket yarn, or not blanket yarn, but 5- and 6-weight yarn, and I'm thinking, and I almost started it last night, I'm thinking I want to maybe turn that into a scrap blanket. And I was just going to reach in and grab one and get started. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, I think I want to do the Modern Granny. And I think I have to see how much of each weight I have. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be specific to, you know, on a Modern Granny, you do like a row of chain, single crochet, chain, single crochet. And then you do the granny, very similar to this 2-color, where you're granny stitching over the chain you created. But you do that in every loop. You don't skip one and leave that. So the Modern Granny, you don't leave like a section undone like you do here. In the Modern Granny, you crochet over every, and so it's spread out further. Um, so I was thinking maybe like with the 6-weight yarn, I would do the chain and then use the 5-weight yarn to go around. But because it's like got space, I think I'm really not going, you know, it's a granny stitch, so you got space. Or maybe I'll just do a regular granny square. And then it really, because then you get a lot of space. I haven't done an actual granny square blanket in a, maybe ever. Maybe I will just do regular granny, like start in the center and just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I kind of really like that idea. So I probably won't be much. I mean, I don't know. I have a bag full of yarn. I don't know how far it's going to go. But I think I might take that on vacation. And Nancy and I are going to do a crochet along starting next month. And I leave for vacation the first week of next month. So we might have to start it the second week. And we're doing a, I'll put a picture. I think I've put the picture in before. But we're doing a top. It's a BOHO summer top by Anu Creations or Anu Designs. Anyway, it's beautiful. And I am using, I think I showed you this already, so I'm trying to reach it. I'm going to make mine out of this Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody. And this color is called the Slate Divide. So mine's going to be pink. Hers is the same yarn, but hers is going to be blue. I need to do I need to sit down and watch that pattern and do a swatch, so I know what size yarn or what size hook to use. In the tutorial, she says she's using a 3-weight sheep geese, I think, yarn. And I went to their website because I wanted to see how much yardage I'd need and like find a 3-weight yarn that I have, hoping that I had. And I think it was sheep geese, but then that yarn on their website said that it's a 2-weight or vice versa. One said it was, so I'm like, oh, and this happens to be a 1-weight. So I need to swatch it, and I don't care if it's gonna, I don't want it to be form-fitting, so I don't care, I don't think I care really if it's loose, but the center of it is a rose, and if that's too loose, it's gonna look funny because it's not gonna stand out. So that part I might need to make with a smaller hook and then go big, because the rest of the stitches, if they're long and drapey, that would be okay, in my opinion. So I need to do a swatch and see where I'm at, and I think I just want to swatch the center rose part and see what it looks like with different size hooks, and you know, gauge swatch too, just that way I have a clue where to start even. So anyway, Nancy and I have to get together and really talk about what we're doing with that and how we're going to make it work. But if you want to participate with us, that's what we're doing. And I will have the pattern tutorial. It's actually 2 tutorials, but I'll have the start tutorial linked below. And Nancy, oh, the Nancy, by the way, is Nancy from She's Got Yarn. She's Got Yarn too. I'm writing their names down because all of a sudden I went from, I don't have a lot to talk about, to I've got a lot of people I talked about. You know me. So I want to link everybody in the description box below. I think that I pretty much got in everything I wanted to show you, everything I wanted to say. The Rock 22 gets put away until next month now. And I don't think I'm going to take this with me on vacation. Because I can't take the yarn to go with it because I don't know what it's going to be. So I'm not going to even bother taking that. My luck of the draw, it works up so fast, and I'm not sure what day we're actually leaving. I might be gone for 2 Thursdays. So I think I'm going to just leave the luck of the draw, which is going to kill me because I'm going to look to see what the color number is, and I'm not going to know what the color is. that's going to go next in my blankie. Or on my shawl, and I'm going to be real disappointed about that. It's going to drive me crazy. I might just take my list of what the colors are, what their numbers are, so that when Nan pulls the first, any Thursday that I'm gone, I can just say, oh, I know what color is going to go next. Because I really do look forward to her videos every week to tell me what color I'm using next. And we all do. And if you haven't participated in the Luck of the Draw 5, people are getting so creative, and we're having such a good time. There is a messenger group chat on, from Facebook Messenger. If you don't have Facebook, then you can't get in on the chat. But if you have Facebook and you want to get in on the chat, people do their week and then they take a picture and show you what it looks like now this week, which is so cool. And then people get excited about what the next color is going to be and how is that going to make their project look. And then we just talk, just chat about it. So it's really fun. And I would encourage you to get a hold of Nancy from Nan's Next Knots if you're doing the Luck of the Draw 5, and get in there with us, because we want to see what you're making, because we're nosy yarny people and we like to share our yarn enjoyment and our yarn fun with our yarny friends. So please do come and join us. And I'm looking to see if there's anything else I need to show you or talk about. Don't forget, I'm glad that I just saw this. Don't forget the calendar cal. It's the hashtag CGC, Charm Grammy Crochet. So it's CGC Crochet, CAL, 2022. I think that's it. I'm going to list it in the description box. You think that's my own hashtag, I would remember it. Anyway, I'm going to list that in the description box below. Don't forget to make your garland. Someone was very creative, and they made, which almost made me cry, they made a garland with their puppy's feet on it. I can't remember who it was. But anyway, they made a paw prints instead of hearts. For their puppy, either for baby in the Rainbow Bridge. So it's not a heart, but it's very touching. So I thought that was very cool. So don't forget to get those in before the end of the month. I will draw the name, even if I'm not in town. I will try to draw the name on the 1st. I'm going to have to do another video before this to show you and get you ready for March, because I won't be here on the 1st of March, and I can't remember, and I didn't bring up the calendar. I can't remember what March's is, but I think it's a cup cozy for like a paper cup. If you go and get coffee in a paper cup, you put your cup in this cozy. I think that's what it is for this month. I don't think it's a heart. It doesn't, but it's like a graphic kind of thing, I think. So it's going to be something new to learn. I'm kind of excited about that. Hope I can pull it off. I pulled it off the mosaic thing, so hopefully I'll pull this off. And my daughter's already claiming it. Oh, Mom, I need that when you finish it. Really? For my Starbucks coffee. I'm like, oh, yeah. And that's pretty much what it's for. You go, you get a coffee, and they put it in the paper cup with the paper sleeve over it so you don't burn yourself. Well, you use your own crocheted thing instead of the paper sleeve. So that'll be fun. And I want to show you that so you can figure out what you want to make, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I don't think I'm going to, maybe I will take that project. I don't know. I have to see. I have to read the pattern before then. So I think that's all I got now. I think I've got everything, but just remember, get your pictures in, email them to me at charmedgrammycrochet@gmail.com, or put them on my Facebook group page. I'd love to see them and share them with everyone. And at the end, when I do the drawing, which really and truly, I'm probably not going to do the drawing until I come. I mean, I'm going to draw the name or not take any more photos, accept any more photos after the 1st. Let's be honest, I'm going to be on vacation. I'm not going to have the wherewithal to be able to, I probably am not taking my laptop because we won't have internet access and I can only use data. So I got that on my phone, not on my laptop. So I probably won't be doing that video because I want to put pictures of everything that everyone's submitted. So the winner for the February calendar crochet cal will be drawn when I get back from vacation, so I can put up that video and put everybody's pictures in. But the March one will still start March 1st. And the gift will still be sent out, you know, as soon as I have a winner drawn and they get back to me. So, I mean, it's going to be a delay on the finding out who the winner is. I'm sorry, that's life. I'm going on vacation. And we're not even going to go anywhere. I mean, I'm excited to go, but the weather is not going to be as nice as I was hoping. We had planned a vacation to, it's just on a side note, we had planned a vacation to Ocean City, Maryland. I wanted to see the Cherry Festival, and I wanted to see Ocean City, but we wanted to see the Cherry Festival, and we had planned a vacation to be able to do that the year that COVID hit, and they canceled our trip. So now I can't go later in the spring, and our vacation, like timeshare thing, we could get vacation time and a timeshare in Ocean City in March. I can't get vacation time later. So this is when we had to go, and I'm going to miss the Cherry Festival again. But I'm still going to see Ocean City, and so I'm excited about that. I know it's off season, but my husband and I really do like to travel off season. Generally, we like to travel warmer in the summertime. I think Ocean City is pretty much a like straight line, not north or south, not south for sure. So I think their weather is pretty much real similar to ours. So it's going to be chilly. We'll take winter coats and all that, but we're still going to have a great time. We always do. And it's getting away, which is always fun. And we're going to see if there's any yarn stops along the way. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. If there are some, I will film it, and if I can, you know, if they allow, and show you. That's all I got for you. I'm for sure this time. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, you know, all that stuff, hitting the bell, all those things that you need to do. I appreciate you so much coming back and listening to me go on and on and on about whatever every time. And I will see you guys in the next video. I really can't wait to see some more garlands and your Nan's Next knots and, you know, luck of the draw stuff and everything that you make, because I really do enjoy seeing it. And I will talk to you later. Bye.